Do you ever feel like your footwork can be too slow to attack, or you are off balance right before attacking, making you miss opportunities? In Kendo, we focus a lot on speed and explosiveness, but one thing that is often overlooked is the ability to know when and how to pause. This pause can create tension, but it can also help you control the rhythm of the fight. So today, let me tell you about Tame and how you can use it in your footwork in order not to make you be faster in your fights, but also help you control the rhythm of the fight. Let's start with a drill that you can do right now. Get into Kamae and then start taking a step, but then pause. This right here should be your feeling of Tame, where you should be in balance. You want to be engaged on your footwork, but you don't want to be tense, especially your upper body. Tame is like hitting pause on your body, but then when everything is aligned, you should be able to continue the momentum, continue the motion without any adjustment. So that way, when the right time comes, you can move forward and execute your technique. One big reason of why we do Tame is because as we approach our opponent, the moment where you should attack is not always the same. Having the ability to pause yet without having to readjust yourself at the moment where the opportunity presents itself, it's extremely important. From here, you should have full control of when you're going to move, and as you move, it should be just a continuation of your step. The feeling of Tame is almost like you're pressing pause in your body to then continue the motion. And the reason for that is because you want to use the right timing depending on when the opening shows in your opponent. So because you have to anticipate the proper time to go, we use Tame to gather energy, to be prepared, be on balance, and then at the right moment explode. Key points that you want to keep in mind as you're using Tame: relaxation in your upper body. You want to have your footwork engaged but not tense. Although you're building that energy, you shouldn't feel that you're locking up your joints, tensing up your muscles. You want to be ready. At the same time, you also want to be relaxed. You want to keep your weight off your right foot. You want to put most of your weight on the back foot and be light on your feet. You also want to make sure that you don't lean forward or lean back. You want to have good stability. Your body weight should be in between your legs, but most of your weight should be held by the back foot. Also, you want to keep the heels off the ground, and especially as you start moving forward, the tendency is to start putting the weight on that forward leg, but you want to avoid that. If you put that weight there, then you're gonna have to fix yourself before you can lift that leg, therefore making you slower to attack. So let me show you a couple of things you can do to start making that feel a little bit more natural. First, taking two steps intentionally rather than allowing the momentum of the first step to carry you over. You want each step to be intentional and in balance, and you should be able to do them as quick as possible or as slow as you want them, with that feeling of going forward between each step. So it's not like I'm stepping forward, stopping, and then going again. It's more like I'm stepping in, I press pause, and then I go again. Another drill that I'm pretty sure that maybe you already do this at the dojo, but maybe now you want to have a little bit more focus on it, is when you're practicing your Kihon, you want to have that first step. Don't cut your momentum, but again, don't stumble in, and then have your partner give you an opening before you move forward into a technique. What you're looking for here is being able to step in and then immediately go forward without adjusting yourself, without any extra motion to go forward. And you don't have to rush in. You can start slow, but you also want to make sure that you have a good strike, good posture as you go, and proper engagement in all your muscles. And remember, keep your upper body relaxed as you step forward, and then engage only at the moment of the strike. Hope that makes sense. There's two main goals that I practice with this. One is to commit to the entry. I want to commit of coming in, but I don't want to just commit into a technique before I make that first step. The other thing you want to learn to understand here is how to be patient without waiting. You're not supposed to wait, because then you're just reacting to your opponent's movement. So finding that balance between going in and just stopping is very important, I think, at all levels. So Tame builds tension. When I say tension, I don't mean that you tense up your body, or maybe your opponent is not gonna tense up their body. That tension refers more to the communication between you and your opponent. It's something that I feel you have to practice with a lot of different people so you can get used to it. The more you practice with different people, the more you learn how to handle your body and how to handle different situations. Bottom line, you want to use Tame to change the rhythm of the fight. You gotta remember that it's not about rushing in because then you become predictable. It's not about waiting because then you become reactive. And you want to make sure that you keep your balance, have good relaxation, especially in your upper body, right muscle engagement of your legs. And although this shouldn't be the focus, you also want to have the ability to go back. If your footwork right now doesn't feel quite right before you're attacking, pay a little bit more attention on how your body is right after you take that first step, because it's very easy to kind of change your command, change your position and the balance of your body after you step in. Also, you want to make sure that as you step in, your body feels like it wants to keep moving, yet it doesn't have to. So pretty much commit, yet don't overcommit. Over time, as you practice this, your body's going to be more powerful, it's going to be faster, and you can become more dynamic. It's not going to be that whole thing about stepping in and stopping. You can be more adaptable to different situations, but always being ready to attack and move forward. One of the most important aspects of Tame is understanding how to be engaged yet relaxed. When you start using Tame properly, you can feel the energy coming from the ground, coming from your legs, moving your body and then connecting into your technique, into your impact. So when you move, it actually feels more powerful yet effortless. And I know this takes time, but the more you work on it, the more naturally it becomes and the less you have to think about it. I'm still working on that myself, but it's something that it has so much benefits, and then later this connects directly into Semi. Now, a lot of times if you feel that you keep attacking and you just don't have any openings, a lot of times it's because you're not using Tame. You're not making this pause to control the rhythm and to change the rhythm of the fight in order to get more openings. I recently participated in a tournament where this is exactly how I felt. I kept attacking, not getting any openings, and at the same time, the more I attacked, the more I felt like I was at risk of getting countered. At one point, it kind of clicked, and I just made it conscious to make that pause, to build up that tension in order to have an opportunity to attack at the right time. I'm not saying this to brag because anybody can get nipple, but I'm saying it because at that point, it kind of just clicked, and it was a happy moment for me to feel that this thing that I've been working on, now I can apply it into Shiai. But what is your experience with Tame? Please let me know if you have any challenges or any questions down in the comments below. And if you want to work on your footwork, might want to watch this video right here. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button because it really helps, and thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.